Yields back. Gentleman from Maryland is recognized.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Chairman. Director Patel, before you joined the FBI, you railed against it for covering up Jeffrey Epstein's human trafficking ring. Let me refresh your memory with this clip.
It has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale? Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
So you finished that December 2023 interview with a challenge to the FBI and harsh words for Republicans in Congress for not getting the Epstein files out to the public. You can see this clip.
Boy pants, and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are, you said. You emphasized that the president and FBI director each had complete authority to release Epstein's client list. You said Epstein's black book is under the, quote, direct control of the director of the FBI. Look at this clip.
This is way off the topic, but who has Jeffrey Epstein's
black book?
Black book.
FBI.
But who? That is, I mean, there's...
Oh, that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
All right, so you were sworn in as director more than 200 days ago. Now the black book is under your direct control. So why haven't you released the names of Epstein's co-conspirators in the rape and sex trafficking of young women and girls?
The Rolodex, which is what everybody colloquially refers to as the Black Book, has been released.
Oh, no, you're talking about what the journalist got 5 years ago? No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what you were talking about there,
That's
the black
exactly
book
what I
under
was
the direct control of the FBI director.
We have released more material than anyone else before. The Biden administration, Obama administration had the exact opportunities to release this material, and they never did. And if you are selling the men and women of the FBI,
Why
we're not going after child predators. Hang on, you said we're not going after child predators. 1,500 child predators arrested this year, 35% increase.
I'll reclaim my time.
4,700 child victims
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to
found.
reclaim my time if you could instruct the witness. Why have you changed your position? There you were saying it's under the direct control of the FBI director and all of it should be released. Why have you changed your position?
Everything that has been lawfully permitted to be released has been released. And as I told you, the investigation was limited. And let me make something crystal clear. I never said Jeffrey Epstein didn't traffic other people, other women, and they're not other victims. This is the investigation we were given from 2006, 7, and 8, and the search warrants from 2006, 7, and 8. That's what we're working with.
Well, wait, have you released all of the stuff that the FBI has seized from Epstein's house? The computers, the emails, the file cabinets, the documents? What about the financial records? Have you released all of that?
Everything the court has allowed us to release.
Which court are you talking about?
3 separate federal courts have come in and said...
We're talking about the evidence you've got. It's got nothing to do with what those courts have.
Do you have any idea how the law works?
Wait.
Do you want me to break the law in a federal judge's order?
No, I want you to follow your own word, Director Patel. You said up there it was under the direct control of the FBI director. He had the black book.
Everything I have direct control over, we have gone to court. You haven't.
Complete your sentence. Everything you have direct control over, you said.
Have gone to court, and everything we have direct control over.
Complete your sentence. You said everything.
Release. We're releasing.
He'd like to complete his answer.
You began the sentence, everything you have direct control over, and then you stopped that sentence. You've released everything that you have direct control over?
And I have direct control over and can lawfully release. If you're not familiar with the court orders, that's not my fault.
Oh, I'm
perfectly,
look at them. I'm perfectly familiar with them. But how did we prosecute Ghislaine Maxwell?
She was prosecuted with the investigatory material that was collected from 2001 and 2005 because of the non-prosecution agreements and the court orders on the investigations and search warrants. We were not able to develop new information. And oh, by the way, Jeffrey Epstein was out for 12 years, and the Obama and Biden administration did nothing to look at his work, his pedophile network. If you want to blame me, that's fine. But now you're blaming the men and women who conducted this great search.
I'm not blaming anybody other than you. You're not keeping your word. You said that you would release all of the materials under your direct control.
Has anyone released more information on Epstein than I have? Has anyone?
Much more.
Did Comey? Did Ray?
Much more.
Did they?
Excuse me. Much more has come out in the days since the American people in Congress have been demanding it. But it's coming out in dribs and drabs. Why don't you just release the entire file as you promised to do?
I literally just told you, there are multiple federal court orders. I'm not going to break the law to satisfy your curiosity. You didn't join us when we filed court to release the court orders. You could have. You have lawyers. You could have shown up. You didn't do that.
That's a tiny fraction of the material we're
That
talking
is
about.
not.
It is
How
a
do you-
tiny fraction.
How do you know that? Have you seen
No.
everything?
Time
It's
of the
all
gentleman.
misdirection.
How do you know
Time
that?
of the gentleman has expired. The gentleman from California.
In a heated congressional hearing, Rep. Jamie Raskin confronted FBI Director Kash Patel over his handling of the Epstein files. Raskin played old clips of Patel railing against the FBI for protecting Epstein, calling it an evil thing to do, and demanding that the Bureau put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. Yet after more than 200 days in office, Patel has not released the full files. Raskin pressed Patel directly. Why hasn't the so-called Black Book and the seized materials, computers, emails, financial records been disclosed? Patel responded that everything lawfully permitted had already been released, citing federal court orders and past limitations from old investigations. Raskin accused him of backtracking and breaking his word, while Patel insisted he would not violate court rulings to satisfy political pressure. This clash highlights a central tension between public trust and institutional control. Patel once styled himself as the truth-teller demanding transparency from the FBI. But now, as director, he claims his hands are tied by court orders and past agreements. To Raskin, and to many Americans, that sounds like a betrayal. After all, Patel himself said the Black Book was under his direct control. If that's true, why are we still waiting? The bigger picture here is about accountability. The Epstein scandal has long symbolized the belief that powerful men escape scrutiny while victims are left voiceless. Every delay, every excuse, feeds suspicion that the FBI is protecting elites instead of protecting the public. Patel's arrest statistics of child predators doesn't erase the fact that survivors and lawmakers want names and full disclosure of Epstein's network. For Congress, this isn't just about Epstein. It's about whether government promises mean anything. Raskin's line of attack was simple. Patel once said everything should be released. Now he says, we released what we lawfully can. That shift undermines confidence, not just in Patel, but in the entire FBI. If institutions bend under political or legal pressure, the perception of a cover-up only grows stronger. At its core, this moment reveals a credibility crisis. The public doesn't trust vague assurances or partial disclosures. If Patel continues to withhold files under the banner of legality, expect the political firestorm to intensify, and the question of who the FBI is really protecting will haunt every move. So here's the real question. Is Kash Patel a reformer caught in legal red tape, or is he the latest FBI director to fold under pressure and keep Epstein's secrets buried? I want to hear what you think. Drop your comments below, and let's get into it. And if you want more fearless breakdowns of these explosive hearings, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Because the fight for truth in the Epstein case is not over, and trust me, the sparks are only going to fly higher.